wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone. So, in this video, I will explain about the timeline history of computers. Who doesn't know computers? In fact, nowadays all work is use computers. So, in this video, I want to explain the timeline of the history of computers. Okay, the timeline history of computers have a 5 generation. The first generation is 1937, the second generation is 1951, the third generation is 1965, the fourth generation is 1970, and the last generation is 1970 until now. Okay, before I continue with my presentation, let me introduce myself first. My name is Nursal Sabila with NIM 53024222012. Before I continue with the presentation about the first generation of computer, the first computer was invented in 1822 by English mathematician Charles Babbage. Initially, Babbage intended to create a steam-powered calculating machine that could calculate tables of numbers. Okay, first generation. Can you see this first picture? It's true that the first computer was very large, maybe a room full of computer equipment. With its large physics, it also required a lot of electrical power, so the first generation used vacuum tube material, and the data is stored using magnetic tape and magnetic disk. Okay, the second generation is 1951. So after that, as the progress, computers have changed again from using vacuum tube materials. Now, in the second generation, they already use transistors, which are smaller in size than vacuum tubes. However, the main memory capacity is quite large with a faster operating process. Apart from that, computers in the second generation also have real-time processing and time-sharing capabilities. Another development from the first generation to second generation of computers lies in the magnetic disk and magnetic tape, which are in the form of removable disks. And the third generation of computer is 1965. In 1965, computer is the third generation have a smaller size because they use 4 components integrate circuit, so they save electricity usage. The operating process also runs faster and more precisely with a much larger memory capacity. The magnetic disk has random access properties. Computer is this generation can also carry out multiprogramming and multiprocessing and can carry out telecommunication between computers. That input and output devices are also become more sophisticated by using visual display terminals. Okay, next, the fourth generation. Fourth generation in 1970. Personal computers (PCs) have begun to develop this generation. An example of this product is the Apple. The computer memory used a microprocessor and semiconductor chip with a large-scale integration technology, which is also called polar large-scale integration. The timeline story of computer in the last generation is the fifth generation. Until now, the fifth generation of computers was pioneered by Japan, has used very large-scale integration and artificial intelligence so that computers can solve problems on their own. Apart from that, computers in this generation also have millions of cores with very sharp resolutions. Then the development of fifth generation computer technology also made it possible to create portable computers such as laptops. Current era computers and their implementation. Personal computers began to develop in 1970, namely with the emergence of the serious auto which could send emails and print documents. The design also resembles today's computers, namely having a screen, keyboard, and mouse. In this era, many new discoveries also emerged, including dynamic access memory chip, Ethernet, and floppy disks. And in 1976, the Apple company was founded, which introduced the Apple I as the first single-circuit computer. Then in 1983, the CD-ROM was officially introduced as the general standard for computers used as a storage device that can accommodate up to 5,050 MB of data. And in the same year, Microsoft officially introduced Word. The development of computers did not stop here. Every year, there are always updates until it becomes as sophisticated as this today. In 1984, Apple released the Macintosh, which was the first computer with a mouse and controller, and was equipped with a graphical user interface. Microsoft also then released the Windows operating system, which was equipped with a graphical interface and multitasking advantages. Not long afterward, Apple released a series of portable laptops called PowerBooks that could be taken anywhere. In the past, to store data, computer users still use floppy disks and CD-ROM. Even though nowadays quite a lot of people still use it, its popularity has been pushed aside by portable storage, namely USB drive, even more sophisticated. But because of the internet, many people now use cloud computing storage to store important data and files so they don't get lost. That's all I can explain regarding the development of computers from time to time. Maybe we don't know in the future whether this computer will be able to replace humans or not because of AI technology. Maybe we as humans need to be more careful regarding the increasingly rapid development of computers. Oke, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.